tell them that you're going to be taking a picture and not just...
All right. Here. Okay, I got like 10 questions. It'll be like, what music or musician did you listen to that inspired you as an artist? Wait,
of course, I mean, the Beatles were a huge influence to me, and the entire band. And me personally, I had, my father was a full colonel in the Army, so I would be picked up by a driver to go visit him, and the guy played nothing but jazz, bebop jazz. And that, when I was like in the 5th grade, 6th grade, so I had that after a year of hearing this music. Every time I went to see my father, it was a huge influence on me. So jazz became an obsession of mine because of that. But then I personally got into world music and the music of the drumming of Africa and Ghana, and studied that in college. But I mean, on the band perspective, we were very influenced by the early prog music of England, which would be Genesis, Yes, King Crimson, people like that. But at the same time, huge Beatle fans. So it was the mix of
all of them.
Yeah, mix of everything.
All right, number 2. Do you have a favorite city or venue to play in?
Well, I don't know. Southern Florida is one of my favorite places to come. I mean, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, Miami. I love it down here, and Ambrosia seems to be popular down here, so it's working out well for me. I like it.
We love to have you here.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Do you have a favorite song that you just love to play?
Yeah, I mean, Ambrosia songs, I love to... I can't say there's one that I don't love, because there's, even after 42 years, they're still challenging to me, and I still have to work at it. So it's not like you can't sleep through this gig. You have to...
Absolutely.
You have to be there, yeah.
Cool. When did you start playing the drums?
I started in about the 5th grade, and those drives to my father were a huge inspiration for me to start, because hearing the music every day got me going.
Cool. Here's one that took you. Will you want to answer it or not? What was your most funniest or embarrassing moment on stage?
Well, embarrassing, yes. We were in front of 10,000 people in Pittsburgh. And I said, it's great to be here in Philadelphia. Have you ever heard 10,000 people boo?
Oh. All right.
That was embarrassing, yes.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Have you guys ever done a world tour, or would you like to do a world tour?
We have done, I wouldn't say we've done a non-stop world tour where we've covered the entire world. We've covered pockets of the world, like Asia, like Japan, and the Philippines, things like that. But there's many places we have yet to go. In fact, we were just being talked to about going to Israel, and we'd love to do that. And I'd love to go down to, I have a chance with another artist to go down to South Africa and play. So I'm looking forward to that. But there's many places yet that we still have not played, and we're dying to go play.
All right.
Yeah.
When did Ambrosia originate? And
1970. 1970 we started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Of course, we were only 3 years old. No, we started in 1970, and we did our first album. We recorded it in 1974, and it came out in 1975.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And what would say would be the difference between Ambrosia in the beginning and Ambrosia of now?
Well, I think now, I think in the beginning, we were very idealistic, and we still are, and we had a lot of dreams, and we're very influenced by these amazing musicians that we were hearing, and we had no fear about going there and trying to do that, and whether we could quite do it, whether we could play it or not, we just kind of threw ourselves into it. And I think the only difference is now we can actually play it.
Cool. All right, let me see. Here's this. Is there any group or individual other than your current band members that you would just love to get on stage and jam with?
Well, it's funny that you said that, because we just did a show in Virginia Beach where a bandmate of ours who was in Ambrosia for about 6 months was Bruce Hornsby. and we're talking about playing together with him again. So
Oh,
we would love to. I mean, we very respect him as a musician. So chances are we're going to start playing with him again.
Okay, the last question. Other than the band members, how many individuals travel with you as part of the road crew?
Oh, we're pretty broken down. Occasionally, we basically travel with just the band and an occasional mixer. But even so, sometimes we don't even travel with a mixer. We just because there's so many everywhere you go. There's so many amazing sound techniques. I mean, the whole level is very high now. So it all depends on the show and what we have to do, you know. But sometimes we bring a crew, sometimes we don't. You know.
And then, well, the last one
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
on with that, which is probably not. But is there any member of the current road crew that's been with the band since day one?
Oh yeah, yeah. When we use people, it's usually people that have been around us for a long time. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. We're very loyal people.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it,
All
man.
right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you made it
Oh,
painless for
oh,
me.
no, that was amazing. No problem. You want me to gather the truth?
Yeah, let me change cameras. How do you stop this thing?
Take a picture?
Cancel. Sorry. Okay. Hey, give me water now.
Isaac, you good?
Yeah, give me water now.
Okay, did it went okay?
Yes,
Okay,
I
cool.
yes, a very nice gentleman.
Oh, yeah,
Very
he's
nice
awesome.
gentleman.
He's awesome.
Now if I can figure out how to stop
What do
this
you do?
recording.
What do? You submit it to the magazine editor?